everybody. I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report, and I am thrilled to welcome Van Andrew from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Van, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You know, you already made such a big impression with your blind audition of The Who's Behind Blue Eyes. Why did you pick that classic song, and how do you feel it really showcased your artistry?
Sure. No, I really appreciate, well, first of all, I appreciate you saying that. That's very kind. But no, I appreciate you noticing that too. I'm a singer-songwriter myself. And so I resonate deeply with not only the mood of the song, but also the lyrics. And when I started digging into that song specifically, I just realized like, man, like not to put myself on the same level as The Who, but it felt like the kind of theme that I would write. And so it just really felt like, the right song, I guess is the easiest way to say it.
Well, Blake and Gwen fought really hard for you, but before that happened, what was your strategy going in for various outcomes that might have occurred?
Sure. I mean, I think as an artist, I think the biggest thing for me was battling against myself. Like everybody has their own insecurities, especially in the art world and in performing and that kind of thing. And so ultimately, I'm like, I just have to do a good job with this. And then the outcome's obviously outside of my hands. I don't know if anyone's going to turn around, who it is. And I had a couple ideas of people that I thought I would resonate with coach wise. And then yeah, it's funny because Blake and Gwen were kind of two of my top people that I was hoping would turn around. And so it was so weird being pitted against them in the end of it and try and figure out like, who am I going to pick and that kind of thing.
So what was it about Gwen that put you over the top to go with her?
Sure. It was a number of things. And I'll be honest with you, like I literally didn't know till the last minute. I remember like being there standing on the stage, everyone looking at me. But honestly, Gwen really seemed invested in me. And like, she was like, you have a storyteller voice, she was already talking about like what songs I can help you pick out and like, let's work together and like, really seemed to champion me as an artist. And I could just tell that we kind of had a connection. And ultimately I realized like, I think when push comes to shove, I'm going to work really well with you as a coach to get to the next level of the competition.
And we will certainly see how that plays out. And I'm excited about it. And, you know, we can talk about how incredible she is for days.
Oh, 100%. She's my queen. She's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. On so many levels. But anyway, Van, you have lived a number of places from Texas to Oklahoma to Seattle to Nashville. And you're a graphic designer. How has all this experience living in so many places changed or affected or contributed to your musical journey?
Sure. Great question. It's definitely been a wild ride. I think, well, I mean, just talking about moving all over, I mean, just that alone, like I grew up in Texas. I lived on a horse ranch down in Oklahoma for a bit. My dream was to be a cowboy as a kid. Then I lived in Seattle and like became the art director of a coffee company and like just kind of been all over. But I think I've always been a storyteller. And as a singer, I'm also a singer-songwriter. And so I think the biggest thing with all these experiences is it's just given me more life experience to craft the stories that I tell. And so it's one of those things where as a songwriter, I can feel a little behind that I'm getting into the scene. I mean, I'm almost 30 and like, you know, you feel like, oh, I'm not like these young 20-year-old kids coming up. But at the same time, in the kind of music that I make, you have to have that life experience to even get started and have anything to say. So I think that's been the biggest aid to me.
It certainly has come across on the show. And one thing I noticed, it was very quick, but I think a lot of people caught it, was your promotion of the coffee company in Seattle. And yeah, you are welcome to plug it here as well. Let's tell us about it. A lot of people in the audience are fans of coffee.
Yeah, well, I mean, I mean, why would you not be a fan of coffee in my book? I have at least 2 cups a day. Like, let's be honest here. No, I work for a company called Woods Coffee. I'm the art director there, so I do all of their design, all their illustration, their coffee packaging, oversee the photo shoots, and kind of everything that has to do with the visual aspect of the company. And I've worked for them for over 4 years now. And I mean, I can't sing their praises enough. They kind of have championed. I think what I love about them as a company is they've championed not only having a quality product, but coming alongside people, including myself, and like helping them pursue their dreams. So even me working for the company, they're like, yeah, like go do the voice, like, you know, work on our stuff while you're auditioning. Like, and they've just been really gracious with that. But at the end of the day too, I drink their coffee every day and it's an amazing product. So I have to get behind them.
Yeah, well, maybe you can, you know, get it to the people on The Voice as well, and including maybe perhaps me.
We can maybe hook you up with some Woods coffee.
Yeah, well, I love to support artisanal businesses, and it
Sure.
sounds like a lot of people would as well, and the
Yeah.
company's been good to you. So, but I know that you're so busy, you've got to get back to rehearsing, and not coffee, but a champagne toast. I want to propose to you, Van,
Yes.
your continued success on The Voice, and what a journey it's been.
Thank you. I will toast you here back with my coffee cup here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
You're welcome.